Hey, everybody, look at me. I'm Mickey Mason.
I'm going to wait till
Can only be one moment.
All right, folks, are we ready? We are live. 5, 4.
Mother, is Ashburn the best place for fun in all of Catonsville?
Well, your father says so, and father knows best.
Yes, it's Father Knows Best, starring Tom Dewberry as Father. A half-hour visit with your neighbors, the Andersons, brought to you by Axgar. A father's a pitiful fellow, browbeaten, maligned, and oppressed. But on Sunday, his mood will be mellow. It's the one day when Father knows best. That's right, neighbors. This coming Sunday is Father's Day. And in Catonsville, it's going to be quite an event. The white frame house on Frederick Road is bustling with activity as Jim Anderson steps through the front door. We can't be quite certain as to whether or not he approves, but we'll find out, won't we?
Margaret, hey, what's going on here?
Jim, what are you doing home?
Well, I just thought,
You aren't supposed to be home until 6 o'clock.
I know, honey, but there wasn't anything doing at the office, and I figured, what's going on in the living room? A Hub College convention?
Why don't we go for a walk or something?
I don't want to go for a walk.
Why don't we run down to the drugstore and
I don't want to run any place. I just want to sit. Now, will you please tell me why the living room sounds like a weasel got into the hen house?
What?
What is going on in the living room?
Oh, well, it's a surprise.
Honey, not again.
Well, it isn't exactly a surprise, but Jim Anderson, one way or another, you always manage to spoil everything.
What did I spoil now?
That's the Food and Refreshment Committee for the Father's Day outing.
All right, I didn't... Wait a minute. There must be a dozen women in there.
There are only 8.
That's the committee?
For food and refreshments.
But the whole outing was supposed to be for 5 or 6 families. What happened?
Well, it grew.
Honey, I said I didn't mind going on a picnic with people like the Hathaways and the Woodies. But if you think I'm going to spend Father's Day, how many are there going to be?
Well, Norman and Harriet Franklin said they weren't sure, and Jane Overton said she'd have to ask Henry.
Margaret, how many people are there going to be?
Including the children?
Including everybody.
212?
212 people?
That's what the
How did it get to be 212?
Well, Lucille Hathaway told a few of her friends, and Dorothy Woody told a few of hers,
They told a few of theirs.
Then, of course, when we got the boys' club to join.
You got the boys' club for Father's Day?
Isn't it wonderful? We're making it a Father and Son's Day.
Honey, why don't you just give me a necktie?
Everyone thinks it's a brilliant idea, and they're talking about it all over Catonsville. It's going so
The operation was a success, but the patient died.
What did you
Nothing, honey. I think I'll go into the den and lie down.
Oh, no, you can't.
What?
The contest committee's in there?
The contest committee?
Well, they have to think up all sorts of stunts and games. It's really quite important.
Stunts? And games?
You're going to have a wonderful time, dear. I know it.
Yes. I'd better go upstairs and lie down for a while.
That's a good boy. Oh, Jim, don't go into our room. I turned that over to the transportation committee.
Yes, dear. I'll be sure not to go into our room. Father's Day. The best thing they can do with fathers on Father's Day is leave them alone. Stunts and games.
Oh, hi, Father. What are you doing home?
That's the second time I've been asked that. What's so unusual about my coming home? I come home all the time.
Well, pardon me. I was only trying to be pleasant.
Man comes into his own home and what happens? He can't get into the den. He can't get into the living room. He can't get into his own bedroom.
Well, you can't go in Bud's room, Father.
Now see here, Betty.
But it's all full of hats and coats.
Oh.
So is my room. That's why I have to study out here.
Well, it could be worse, I guess. Right now I can't think how, but I suppose it could.
Going downstairs, Father?
No. I'm trying to set a new record for the indoor ski jump. Tally-ho! Am I going downstairs? What did you think I was doing? Deep sea diving? Am I going downstairs?
Hiya, Dad. What are you doing home?
Well, never mind. What are those?
These? Oh, they're tickets.
I see. You wouldn't care to confide me a little further, would you?
Huh?
What are the tickets for?
They're for the picnic. You owe me 6 1/4.
For the Father's Day picnic?
Sure.
I'm being taken to a Father's Day picnic, but I have to pay $6.25? What for?
5 tickets.
Bud, let me put it another way. We're taking our own lunch, right?
Right.
There's no charge for the picnic grounds, right?
Right.
Then who gets the $6.25?
Didn't I tell you about that? It gets split up.
I see.
Part of it goes to the boys' club.
And the rest?
The rest of it goes to the boys.
Well, that's nice. That's what I call a very neat arrangement.
Well, holy cow, Dad. We had to have some reason for going.
Hi, Daddy.
It'll help me if she says one word.
What are you doing home?
I'm going down to the basement.
You can't, Dad. It's full of women.
If your mother... They're in the basement too?
They're practically crawling out of the woodwork.
I don't know. Women can be so wonderful. Why do there have to be so many of them?
I know a good place to hide.
Nobody said anything about hiding. This is as much of my home as it is anyone else's, and if they think... Where?
It's about the door. You can't even hear down there.
In other words, you're suggesting I run away.
Yeah, like a coward.
Well, you only trying to help.
Kidding. You know what Voltaire said, don't you?
I do.
A coward flees in vain. Right, Bud?
Yes, sir. That's what he said.
But on the other hand, I remember another quotation which says, "'Tis not too late tomorrow to be brave."
Where are you going, Dad?
Out and back in the garage.
Hello, Jim. What's the good word?
Oh, hello, Sandy. How go the homegrown radishes and tomatoes?
I don't know yet. The buds haven't left one big enough to eat.
Hello, Mr. Woody.
Hello, Kathy, Bud.
Hi, Mr. Woody.
We're hiding.
Kathy.
Well, you said.
We had a just came out to get a little fresh air, that's all. Sure is a beautiful day, isn't it, Sam?
House full of women, huh?
They're hanging from the chandeliers.
They are? I didn't see anybody.
Keep quiet, will you?
Daddy said, oh, another joke, huh?
Mr. Woody, if you haven't bought your tickets for the Father's Day thing,
Leave Mr. Woody alone, bud.
but if he's gonna buy tickets anyway,
Oh, it's all right, Jim. If I'm going to be hooked, it might as well be my bud.
Well,
it's for a very worthy cause, Mr. Woody, and besides, they're giving away all kinds of junk. I mean, prizes.
Say, Dorothy was telling me about some of those prizes, and they aren't bad.
That'll be $3.75, Mr. Woody.
just a second, bud. Prizes for what?
The various contests. Three-legged races, sack races, the usual things.
I wouldn't be caught dead in a sack race. Or a three-legged race either.
Mrs. Stokes says we're not gonna have a three-legged race.
Oh, I thought they were.
Well, Mrs. Stokes said she doesn't think that there will be enough people there with three legs.
Well, that's logical. For her.
Mr. Woody, if you'd like to give me the $3.75 now.
You know, Jim, you might change your mind if you saw some of those prizes. They promoted a 16mm camera and projector.
Huh? That's nice promoting.
They're gonna have a wheelbarrow race and the prize of 6 dozen golf balls.
Mr. Woody, if you'd like to give me...
Wait a minute. Is she on the level, Sam?
That's right, I told you they've gone all out.
But 6 dozen golf balls?
You ought to see the prize they have for the egg race. 4 of the most beautifully matched woods you ever saw.
You're kidding.
Mr. Woody, if you'd like...
Not bad, huh?
Matched woods? You know, maybe I'm gonna like this picnic after all.
Mr. Woody...
The only thing I don't like about it are those cockeyed contests. Why don't they have a drawing and get it over with? I'll be dead after the first race.
That's exactly what I told Dorothy. I said it wasn't fair to you and some of the other older men.
Get out there and... What was that?
Of course, if they want to hand me the prizes, I don't mind. But I think you ought to give someone else a chance.
What was that crack about older men?
Mr. Woody...
Bud, will you please keep still?
Cow.
You and I are the same age, and you know it. Where do you get that older man stuff?
Jim, you were 40 in February.
So what?
I wasn't 40 until May.
Oh, great.
And besides, I've kept in condition. I haven't gotten soft and flabby.
Who's soft and flabby?
Well, you said.
I'm in just as good condition right now as you were the best day in your life.
Is that so?
Yes, that's so.
Well, we'll find out on Sunday, won't we?
We certainly will. Bud and I will make you and that half-pint son of yours look like change from a $2 bill. Won't we, Bud?
All I want is $3.75.
And what's more, I'll just make a little side bet with you on every race we enter.
That's a deal.
Half a buck a race.
You've got it. Well, see you on Sunday.
Not if I can help it. I'll be so far ahead you won't see anything but dust.
Is that
Yes, that's so. Thinks he's so wonderful. You and the other old men.
Dad?
We're going to spend the next 2 days training. That's what we're going to do. We'll be in such wonderful condition, he won't know what happened to him.
Dad?
I can help you train, Daddy. I know I can borrow a stopwatch.
Tell me he's younger than I am.
Dad?
I can run circles around him without even trying.
Are you gonna run circles?
Him and his radishes. Thinks he's so wonderful because he's got a few puny radishes.
Dad?
Bud, what's the matter with you?
You're standing on my foot.
Ah, Father's Day. Let's hope this time Father really does know best. But ladies, whether or not he overrates himself as an athlete, there's one thing you can't take away from the head of the house, Father's Day. And every day, that man of yours always knows what's best for an afternoon of fun. So head on down to Axe Guard in Old Ellicott City, 8390 Main Street, for some axe throwing or a little virtual reality fun. They have expert coaches on hand for either activity. Their facilities are great for an afternoon of family fun, a date night for getting away, or even a great team-building tool for those corporate parties. Since they are BYOB business, feel free to bring along a beverage or a snack. Find them at axguardaxes.com or give them a call at 301-250-5397. The feathers in the lady's fan are not so frail as mortal man. That may be true, of course, but not so far as the Andersons are concerned. With the Father's Day picnic less than 24 hours away, the Andersons, father and son, are working like little beavers to achieve a veritable peak of physical perfection, and they spare nothing in their efforts, like this.
Up, 2, 3, down. Up, 2, 3, down.
That's 100, Daddy.
All ready? Okay, bud. That's enough.
Boy, am I tired.
Tired? Oh, we're only just beginning. What's next on the list, Kathy?
Push-ups.
All right, bud. Let's try 40 or 50 push-ups. Are you ready?
40 or 50? Holy cow, Dad, have a heart.
Well, we'll try 25 for a start. Ready?
I suppose so.
Here we go. 1, 2, up, down.
Daddy,
Not now, kitten. 1, 2, up.
but I want to ask you something.
Hold a second, bud. What is it, Kathy?
Did the Army really make you promise even if you're setting up exercises?
Well, it's sort of a private agreement I have with General Eisenhower. He doesn't sell any insurance, and I don't do any setting up exercises.
Golly, General Eisenhower!
Where did we leave off, bud?
I don't know, Dad. Can I please rest for a while? I'm dead.
All right, son. We'll take it easy for a few minutes. I don't know what's gotten into this new generation. Why, when I was a boy, I thought nothing of doing 100 push-ups.
I don't think much of it myself.
Daddy,
Yes, baby.
is lying in a hammock really good exercise?
Oh, it's the best. It strengthens the back muscles. Why, I once knew an Olympic champion, and he did all of his training lying in a hammock.
God!
Dad, I've got a great idea. Why don't we strengthen my back muscles for a while? I'll take the hammock and you...
You're doing fine just the way we are, bud. Kathy, how would you like to run into the house like a good girl and see if your mother has any more iced coffee?
Okay, Daddy.
Jim?
Holy kitten. We're out here, Margaret.
Jim, I had a dozen eggs in the pantry and they're gone. Do you know what happened to them?
Bud, get those eggshells into the garage before your mother. What kind of eggs, honey?
You know very well what kinds of eggs. They were right on the second shelf and Bud, what are you doing?
Doing?
What are you hiding?
Hiding.
Bud, stop gawking at me and say something.
Hi, Mom.
Jim?
Now wait a minute, honey. What difference do a few eggs make? After all, we're going to win the egg race.
My eggs! You broke it every single
One of them is only cracked a little, Mommy.
Oh, those eggs!
Well, we've got it down to a system, Mark. Bud and I can run the egg course in 23 seconds. Can't we, Kathy?
They sure can, Mommy. And Mr. Woody and Jimmy took 31
your mother how we do it.
With what?
Oh, well, as soon as we get some more eggs.
Mother, you will do no more practicing with my eggs.
Honey, I'll get you 2 dozen eggs. I'll get you a whole chicken.
Mother, do you know what that horrible little Billy Smith did?
Betty, I'm talking to your father.
It's all right, Margaret. I'm in no hurry.
I'll never speak to that little monster as long as I live.
Dear, I'm sure that whatever it is,
But you don't know what it is. He just called me and broke our date for tonight.
well, he probably has a very good reason. Jim?
He hasn't any reason at all. What difference does it make if he is in training? He had a date with me and
Wait a minute, Betty. He's in training for what?
Oh, Father, the whole thing is your fault. If you hadn't started this silly business with Mr. Woody.
You mean he's in training for the picnic?
Everybody's in training for the picnic. Every man in the whole neighborhood is running around with an egg on a spoon.
Well, all the dirty double-crossing.
I don't care if it is Father's Day. Billy doesn't have anything.
But we've got to start training.
You gotta start?
If we're going to share those 2
I
tiny...
haven't done anything but train for 2 days.
That doesn't count. We'll start from the very beginning.
Jim, this whole thing is ridiculous.
It's no such thing. Anytime they think they can put one over on Jim Anderson, well, they got another thing coming. But
Yes, sir.
let's hit the road.
What?
We've had enough setting up exercise.
We have?
We're going to concentrate on road work. We're going to run those other guys right off the map.
But Daddy, you can't.
Why can't I?
You promised, you know. Einstein shower.
Bud,
Yes, Dad?
are you all right?
Oh, sure, Dad. I'm fine.
You don't want to overdo it, you know.
I know.
After all, you're just a boy. You haven't the endurance of older men. You sure you wouldn't like to stop for a while?
Gosh, no. We've only run about a mile.
Yes. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Bud,
How you doing, Dad?
we've got to stop. I can't run another step.
Holy cow, Dad. After only 3 miles?
I wouldn't run another step if my life depended on it.
Okay, for good grief. If we don't anymore get started.
Hiya, Jim. Hello, Hector. Doing a little road work, huh?
Ah, this is life, isn't it? Out in this fresh air and sunshine. I feel like I could go another 5 miles.
You've run 5 miles?
Like it was nothing. Well, I better get going. See you later, pal.
Okay, Heck. Let's go, bud.
You said?
I said let's go.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2,
Bud.
You don't have to stop again.
Well, I don't want to stop again. I'd like to run another 75 or 80 miles.
Well,
Find me another pair of legs, and I'll be glad to.
Dad, you're not going to go now, are you?
For your information, I gave up an hour ago. I just didn't have the strength to get the news down to my feet.
Gosh, here comes Mr. Woody.
Well, there's an old man Anderson. Everything under control, Jim?
Couldn't be better.
That's what I like to hear. See you at the picnic. Don't make it run too far, bud.
Okay, Mr. Woody.
All right, bud.
What?
Let's go. I just can't. Hi there, Jim. Let's go, bud. Hi, Jim. I can't, Margaret. I couldn't get out of bed if you gave me $1 million.
But Jim, this is Father's Day.
I don't care whose day it is. Just let me lie here in peace.
Is it really that bad?
Honey, right now I've got 3 times as many muscles as anybody else in the world. And every one of them has a toothache.
Poor Bud.
Poor Bud? How about me? I'm the one who's dying.
But he's been counting on it so.
Well, I'll make it up to him some way.
Jim, are you sure you can't make it?
Margaret, I've never been so sure of anything in my life. I can't even turn my head. As a matter of fact, I'm not even sure I've got a head.
All right, dear. I'll just have to explain to the children. That's all.
I'm not worried about the children. Sam Woody's the guy I'm worried about. He'll never let me forget it.
Of course he will. Sam's a very nice man and very broad-minded.
Broad-minded? He's so narrow-minded he can look through a keyhole with both eyes.
That isn't so.
No? Well, you just wait. 10 years from now, he'll still be talking about the time he ran me out of the picnic. And if you think...
Mom, hey Mom.
I'm in the bedroom, dear.
Mom, they're making an announcement about the picnic over the radio.
Oh? Well, we better turn it on.
I'll fix it.
Turn it on gently, bud, and stop jiggling the floor.
I wasn't jiggling the floor.
Every time somebody moves, I discover a new ache.
What's the matter, Dad? Don't you feel well?
I not only do not feel well, I am slowly disintegrating.
Dad, here it comes.
All this fuss about a silly...
The largest Father's Day picnic in the history of Catonsville. Now the news most of you have been waiting to hear. The transportation problem has finally been solved. A fleet of Bluebird buses has been chartered by... One moment, please. Is this on the level? What do I do? Just read it? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I've just been handed an important bulletin which I should like to read. Due to a mysterious epidemic of unknown origin, over 100 fathers in the Catonsville area have suddenly been confined to their beds.
Jim!
As a result, the picnic... What? Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, the picnic has not been canceled, but will instead be known as the Mother and Child Outing.
Happy Father's Day!
It's dinner time now, and the Andersons are gathered about the festive board. And a festive board it is indeed. There's a special roast for Father's Day, chocolate pie with thick whipped cream for Father's Day, and best of all, a surprise for Father's Day, like this.
Go on, Mom, tell him.
God, please.
Mother, if you don't, we will.
Betty, really?
Mommy, if you don't tell him, I'm gonna burp.
Well, all right. Bud, why don't you get it?
Okay, Mom, it won't take 2 seconds.
Jim,
Yes, dear.
we have a little surprise for you.
That's nice.
And we hope very sincerely that you get a great deal of pleasure out of it.
I know. It's a wheelchair.
Jim.
Here they are, Dad.
Matched woods? Honey!
Happy Father's Day, dear.
Oh! You bought me a set of matched woods.
Well,
starring